Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Thursday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, it's going to be an interesting one for today as those chances of showers are starting to push into the Western Slope starting this afternoon and really kicking off over the evening hours. We're still waiting for that sun to rise on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, but I can already tell it's going to be one heck of a start to the day here. We're seeing some nice temperatures to kick off the day, and that's going to be continuing. Not really expected to get into the 90s really at all, but if we do, it's going to be incredibly slight and very brief. Cloudy skies expected for the day today, starting to slowly push in over the course of the day. And then, yes, this afternoon and evening, those chances for showers and thunderstorms are really starting to take off across the region. And then that's going to be continuing through the weekend, as well as a bit of a cooling trend. Right now, though, we're waking up to 69 degrees in Grand Junction. Montrose, Paonia in the upper 50s with Delta in the mid 50s. Meanwhile, Nucla down there seeing the low 60s, and Glade Park very similar to Moab and Grand Junction right now in those mid to upper 60s. Now for that classroom forecast, that bell's ringing to 65 degrees and partly sunny skies. We're going to start to see that cloud coverage really push in over the course of that late morning, early afternoon hour, and then you can really start to tell how cool things are getting because those after school activities, 87 degrees expected. That's a solid 5-degree dip from yesterday. We're just going to keep seeing that cooling trend more and more as fall becomes even closer here. It's going to be a great time indeed, with the morning being incredibly consistent with those 60s, and then starting at about 9 a.m. we're going to see that controlled increase over the course of the day. 88, 89 degrees expected at around 2 p.m. and that's going to be about the peak. We could see it rejoin the upper 80s a little bit later in the day, but as of right now, that's about as far as you can expect it to go. And then, of course, that cloud coverage really starting to increase around that 4 p.m. hour as well here. Low pressure system sitting over the Sierra Nevada region, starting to kind of push into the Great Basin area. Meanwhile, a high pressure system to the north, and it's quite a big one at that. It's creating this very interesting omega shaped pattern, which is creating some interesting weather conditions. You can see down near the Four Corners region that rain potential from the monsoonal moisture. Well, that's starting to increase its way as well. It's also starting to track some moisture from the hurricane happening off the coast of California. That's starting to track some of that moisture into here as well. As we could see tomorrow, really seeing some of that potential for those showers developing here. Meanwhile, over to our east on the Rockies, we're starting to see that weather as well. So if you're planning on doing a little bit of traveling this weekend, keep that in mind. We do have some of that potential for showers pushing into the region. Now for that dog walking forecast, we got Miss Annie hanging out with us all week long, and it has been an absolute pleasure. And if you would like to maybe see your dog featured on the forecast next week, send me an email at dbrazelton@krextv.com or shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram at BrazeltonWX. But it's shaping up to be a lovely time across the Western Slope. Low 60s turning into a beautiful 70 degrees by 9 a.m. and then those 80s take over the late morning and early afternoon. Cloudy conditions as well. Just keep in mind as we head a little bit later in the day, those wind speeds are going to start to pick up here. But the big story, of course, is going to be those rain chances. As we head into the weekend, we're going to see the likeliness of it increasing, peaking on Saturday, and then really taking it off from there. But according to that futurecast, things are really starting to pick up starting at about 6 p.m. That's where we are going to start seeing that potential for showers within the valley itself, but widespread showers nonetheless. As we look ahead, though, that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, Grand Junction is seeing the upper 80s and then getting down there from the mid 80s. It's going to be a great time indeed, with Montrose seeing some similar conditions, getting down into the mid to upper 70s. Folks, with the showers on the way, it's shaping up to be a great weekend ahead.